Prepare yourself, guys. T3 Media.
Through the media.
Three Media Studios, entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I'm your host, Tabatha Jordan, and joining me on the Rundown is Chris Fagan.
Hey, prepare yourself, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Rundown. I hope you guys can hear us loud and clear. I'm trying to do something new with the microphone, so good luck with your ears.
Also joining us is Joy Fagan.
Hey, everyone.
So, guys, we are going to go over a few things of like the entertainment news topics of the week. We're going to talk about a little about a lot of things and get your thoughts on them. So if you guys want to jump into the comment section, if you're live with us, help us out and tell us all your thoughts, your concerns, your questions, your comments, anything that you want to let us know. Just put it in the box below and but be specific in the comment section because we're going to try to get to the comments like towards the tail end of the show. So if you just go, that was an interesting thing, we probably won't know what the heck you're talking about because we got a lot of things we're going to discuss today on the Rundown. But be sure to also follow us on all social medias and all that stuff. I'm off script right now, so don't even worry about it.
Get back home.
And all that stuff. Follow our podcast. Let us know what you guys think about stuff. Follow, like, all that good stuff. Also, joining us in the chat room today, we wanted to have it all set up on Discord, but we're still having issues with Discord, so we won't be able to do that. But our navigator should be in the chat room.
She says she can't hear me.
She says she can't hear you. You're talking to...
I don't know if it's... I moved the microphone, so I don't know if I'm better now.
Let's try it again. Navigator, can you hear Joy?
Can you hear me now?
Joe, so let us know if you can hear her, and we'll get that sound. I told you guys. So I was doing something with this microphone, so it might be me. I'm thinking all the levels are good, but if not, I apologize. We'll try to get that fixed. So just we'll keep an ear out for it, and we'll thank you, Navigator, for letting us know.
She's good.
Okay, good. All right. Anyway, can we get back to the topics?
Come on, Chris.
So, we're gonna start off today with the what's the first thing we're starting to show off with today? So it's
The
entertainment news.
Yep.
So what's first? What's first with entertainment news of the week?
Pretty sure it's the Superman.
Henry Cavill returns to the DCEU. Who wants to read?
Yep.
You want me to read it? I'll read it if you want.
Read it.
All right. We're gonna go around the table here. All right, guys. So Henry. Okay. So we're gonna talk. Well, first we're gonna talk about entertainment news. We're gonna go over like Henry Cavill is back. We're gonna talk about Blade. We're gonna run down Twitch streamer breaks her back. We're gonna talk a little bit about Kevin Spacey. We won't spend too much time on that. Let me let you guys see what I see. I keep forgetting to do that. The Crown news, and it says ignore the bottom because we're not going to talk about that. So the first topic of the week is, as mentioned, Henry Cavill returns to the DCEU.
Yep.
Cavill and his fans have been advocating for his return to DC Superman for a long, long time, but it isn't until now that it seems that the Man of Steel star may actually grab the cape from the closet and don the red and blue tights once again in the sequel to the Superman film. Many rumors have suggested that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has heard the cries from the fans that want more Cavill in the DCEU, constantly teasing that Superman will appear in his upcoming Black Adam movie, similar to how the two heroes met at the end of DC's League of Super Pets. So, Joy, what do you think about the idea of Henry Cavill coming back to the DCE?
The more Cavill, the better.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
That's exactly what my thought was.
I don't know a lot of people who are going to say no to that.
Right? I'm gay, and I'm like, yes, please.
Why do tell, Joy, why do you say the more the better?
Because Cavill is well, I mean, he's fantastic in a lot of things, but Superman, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been missing for a long time, so people are like, we need him to come back.
Yeah, without complaints.
Interesting. What about you, Taz? What do you think about the news that Henry Cavill is back in the DCEU?
Well, I'm not short of my Henry Cavill time because I do watch like The Witcher every night. But I am not going to be sad about getting to see him more. I like him.
Yeah, I agree. So the news that's coming out is that Henry Cavill, it's a secret that they tried to keep, but Dwayne was hinting towards it over and over again, and it's something that fans have been kind of asking for. Fans have kind of been on the fence about it. First, they loved the shit on the whole Man of Steel thing about how Superman doesn't kill, and this Superman isn't smiling enough, and all these complaints. Then you went a couple of years without Superman at all. Now it's like people, if you don't know what you got until it's gone, kind of a situation. So it's like now people are wondering, are like happy that he's back. People are happy to hear that Superman is coming into Black Adam. The rumors are, well, not even a rumor. It's all over YouTube, and it's one of those. It's an end credit scene, where, like just like it was in the League of Super Pets, that he's in the movie. And it's not one of those things that I don't get that I care if I get spoiled about. It doesn't have anything to do with the story. It's just that I'm happy to hear that he's back, because I think he makes a great Superman. I think that he's pretty good. Any follow-ups on that? Anything
No, I agree.
Yeah. Anything else?
I mean, I've always thought.
Yeah.
I'm still I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
So Christopher Reeves back in the day, and he really
hits that same mark in my mind too.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he even plays it similar in that way, And so I can see where that's the appeal as well.
Yeah. I thought Christopher Reeves played the epitome of what Superman is, the best. But the modern version of what Superman is like today, I think Henry Cavill captures that pretty well. Superman with chest hair, man, that peeks out from the top. Come on, that's pretty cool. So we haven't seen Black Adam yet, but it's out today. I was thinking about probably going to see it tonight, but you probably want to go to sleep.
I've been up very early today.
You gotta go to bed early tonight. So we want to check it out tonight. So we'll check it out. We'll do a review on it. Maybe we'll go tomorrow and go see that. So if you guys have already seen the new Black Adam movie, let me know what you think about it. Is it any good? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Then let me know how Cavil looked in his little end credit scene. This is like, oh no, punch him in the face. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to go down. It's probably going to go down exactly the way it went down in that cartoon. Just, hey, Black Adam, hey, Superman. Isn't it cool that we both have the same manager, who is The Rock's ex-wife, by the way? Still his manager.
I didn't know that.
They are still working together, and that's still his manager.
Well,
and
hell,
she's
that's
also Henry Cavill's manager.
That's some trust and like.
I would say it. He probably wouldn't say. He probably would get in trouble for saying it, but I think that's still the love of his life. But they just couldn't
work.
Obviously, when I feel like, and this is off topic, obviously what he went through as a wrestler probably kind of, being a wrestler will test your marriage. I'll just put it, that's all I'll say.
There's in rare cases where people just realize we work better as friends and work partners versus,
booty buddies.
They work through the fact that love is just altered and changed to a different dynamic. And that is admirable because it's not often anymore.
Right.
But,
you don't see it too often, but it happens.
It definitely does happen.
I know, especially I see it on TikTok.
Yeah.
There's quite a few on
Well, all lesbians are friends with their exes. So it's like a thing.
Well, some other celebrities, like Joe Coy is still very close friends with his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Wayne Brady is still very close friends with his ex-wife and her, current husband. They're all kind of...
Yeah. It's always the joke that it's like the lesbian red flag if they're still, I actually went on, was trying to talk to this one chick who, legitimately was still living with her ex and then trying to... Granted, I was like, I think we're going to be good. I'll talk to you later.
Wow.
Figure your shit out.
Now, I'm not trying to imply that's what's going on over there at the Rock House. It's just kind of cool that they're still working together. I'm not going to imply that anything else is going on. I just wouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. guys, let us know what we went way off topic on that one. Let us know what you guys think about the fact that Black Adam, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, has finally worked his magic and said, hey, I want my friend Henry Cavill back in the DCEU, and now looks like the fans are getting what they want until they get it, and then they're going to probably complain about it later and say something's too woke or something and then mess it all up for everybody. But let us know what you guys think about that. All right, let's move on to the next topic of the week. Hey, babe, what is the next topic, if you don't mind letting me know?
Our next topic is Blade. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Marvel has shut down production on Blade entirely in Atlanta following former director Bassam Tariq's move to step back from the project last month.
So, yeah, guys, if you don't know, now you know. So first what happened was Blade got delayed because the director backed out. It was a whole shit show, for lack of a better word. And the rumors are, the details are coming in that the script wasn't even that good. Like we were supposed to start filming in like November, and now they have to start from scratch. I had to suggest, I'm like, everybody loves Blade 2. Get the director of the Blade 2 movie and get him to come back if he's willing to do it, but probably not a good fit, I guess, for Kevin Feige. But they got to get a new director. They pushed back the date. First, it was just straight up delayed, but now it's caused the domino effect because, as we know, the MCU is a cinematic universe. So if one thing gets delayed, that's probably going to push back a whole bunch of other things. So, and continuing on the same topic, yeah, there's a big slate of delays coming up. We're going to run down all those delays real quick. But if does anybody else have anything to add about the whole Blade thing?
No.
We can move on to it. So, guys, check this out. So, let's start off with the most recent list, the Phase 5 delays right here. So, starting off with Marvel's MCU schedule for Phase 5. What If Season 2, the series, is going to now be early 2023 on Disney+. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania moving to February 17th. I think that's it originally was 2022. Then it moved to February 17th. The Blade thing didn't affect that. I think it's still February 17th. So but still, it's still a change nonetheless. Secret Invasions, that series is now coming out in spring of next year. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the movie is coming out now May 5th. Echo Season 1, that series is expected mid-2023 on Disney+. No official date yet. The Marvels, the movie, is coming out July 28th, 2023. Loki Season 2, I'm trying to get my camera moved over here. I'm sorry, guys. Is coming out summer of 2023. X-Men 1997, the animated series, is coming out fall of 2023 on Disney+. Ironheart, that series is coming late 2023 on Disney+. Agatha, Coven of Chaos, is now coming out late 2023. I don't think it should be that much of a delay. I mean, late 2023, it's got to be Halloween. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
That's what it should be. So that's probably not much of a move. Daredevil Born Again, that's coming out early 2024 on Disney+. And that sucks because we just got a taste of the new Matt Murdock from SheHulk. Yes. So I was kind of wanting to see that Born Again series. Captain America, New World Order, starring our new Captain America. What's his name? Falcon. Now he is the Captain America. Now it's going to be May 3rd of 2024. Thunderbolts moving to July 26th of 2024. There's a Spider-Man freshman year animated series that is expected on Disney Plus in 2024. The Blade movie moved to September 6th, 2024. Like late 2024. That sucks. Marvel Zombies. Somebody was just talking about zombies earlier over here. I won't tell you what she said, but I'm putting her on the spot right now. I won't tell you what she said. But Marvel Zombies animated series expected 2024 on Disney Plus, and then Deadpool.
That's the one that matters.
Deadpool.
Yeah. That is the one that matters.
So, what do you think about? So I'll start with you. What do you think about this? That's the one. That's the only one.
That's the one I really care about.
Deadpool 3.
Yeah, that was a really long list, by the way.
It is a long list.
Really long
list. I mean, it changed everything. Yeah, that's the slate. You thought that was bad. What about this? It keeps going.
It's too
Marvel
much,
release
y'all.
dates continue with Phase 6. So these trailers, coming in for Phase 6, Fantastic Four, now February 14th, 2025. Avengers, The Kang Dynasty, 2025 of May. An untitled Marvel Studios project that's going to be a movie. That's July 25th, 2025, and November 7th, 2025, and February 13th, 2026. I'm speculating that's got to be like a Spider-Man movie. One of those has got to be a Spider-Man
You think?
movie. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Avengers Secret War is now moving to May 2026. Another untitled Marvel Studios project will be on July 2026 and November 6th of 2026. So, guys, I just realized I didn't change the lower third. But guys, anything else on the new list? Anything, you said just Deadpool is the one thing.
Deadpool's the only thing I really care about, honestly.
Nothing else matters?
Nothing else matters.
What about you, Jordan?
Stop singing this.
Anything stand out to you?
I like humor, so Deadpool and Guardians of the
Guardians
Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, yes. I can absolutely give Guardians of the Galaxy.
Probably Ant-Man, too, because I do like Paul Rudd.
Yes.
I love him, don't get me wrong. I love him, but yeah, I'm just kind of like, with the movies.
Yeah, well, guys, share your thoughts on what you think about the changes. I'm with everybody else. I'm thinking that I'm just mad that that we getting these things later than versus sooner. I just wish I want to see them now. But I mean we have a plan as long as nothing else happens and messes that plan up.
Y'all better stop talking about zombies in the comments.
You wanted to? Okay, yeah. Super chat
It's a lot.
$5. And I'll tell you the dirty zombie joke that Tabatha over here said before the show started. It was filthy. It's like this isn't an OnlyFans site, but it could be. It could be. Depends on how bad you want to hear that joke, huh? Sinner.
I'm already going to hell, so.
Well, guys, let us know what you guys think about the whole crisis on MCU. Is this should we get into panic mode now, or is this? Don't worry about it. Kevin Feige will get us back on track. And what was that again about zombies?
Stop.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the next topic of the week. What is the next topic? No. We have
Did I miss it?
Yeah, number 3. Topic number 3.
They're out of order, my love.
Oh, is that why
Is your page out of order?
Yeah.
It's out of order then. See,
My bad.
not my fault.
Well, there's still numbers on the right.
I was just
I
flipping
didn't
pages.
staple them correctly.
Yeah.
Topic number
Flipping pages.
So
Okay,
Tabatha.
sorry.
What is the next topic?
God. All right. Adult film star and Twitch streamer Adriana. How do you say her last name?
Adriana Chechik.
Is it Chechik?
Yeah, I don't follow her.
I don't either.
I'm pretending like I don't know who she is.
Has a shattered back, but the injury didn't happen the way you think. Instead, she took a nasty jump into a foam pit, one that reportedly wasn't deep enough to meet the regulations. At TwitchCon, jousting, that's what she was doing, the jousting match against a fellow streamer, Eddie Bot. She tries crawling out of the pit to no avail, which is when she comes to her aid. They come to her aid to find out what happened when she went down. Yeah. Adriana took to Twitter the next day telling her fans, well, I broke my back in 2 places and I'm getting surgery to put a meter rod in for support today. Send your support and then you should have the address up.
Yeah.
And what do you think of Adriana getting hurt? What is the Twitch's liability?
Me and Joy were talking about this before. There's another TikToker that we follow. He's a lawyer, like the
TikTok lawyer.
The TikTok lawyer is what he calls himself. So what he does is he if you guys don't know, he'll put like a video up that's trending. So what he did with this video is he showed the whole video of her jumping into the foam pit and hurting herself, and he will ask the question, "What do you guys think? Who is liable? Is she liable for her pain and suffering, or is TwitchCon liable for it?" And then he'll give you the answer in part, or his legal advice, or answer in part 2. But before I tell you what he said, let's go around the table without if you don't know the answer already. Let's go around, baby. I think me and you already saw the answer and everything. But before you got his answer, what did you think?
I hadn't seen the video.
Okay.
And so I said, I said it really kind of depends on what's going on, because I know from experience with like these activity places that have trampolines and all those kind of things, they have you sign a waiver that says, if I break an arm, if I break a leg, if I do something, that's on me.
Yeah.
It's not on them, because this is a risky thing. You're doing things that could result in injury, so it's your fault. Right. I said, but that being said, if there's something going on that they can prove that something was faulty or not done well or improper, well, then, of course, that's kind of null and void, because you can't help if something's not done correctly, if it's not put together right, or if it's broken, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then I saw the video.
Yeah.
And the comments from all the people in the video saying that the foam pit was, like, shallow. Yeah. And that it just was a concrete bottom.
That's what I felt like. What I saw. Now, when I brought this topic up with Tabatha was like, "Buckle up, Chris, because I have an opinion that you might not be expecting." So with the M. Night Shyamalan twist, Tabatha.
So here's the deal. I know I'm going to have an unpopular opinion, and it's not going to be a compassionate opinion. Unfortunately, it's going to be a business-driven opinion. Now, when you're speaking of regulations, there are levels. Just like if we want to even take it to the extreme, there are levels of murder. So if we can have levels of murders, there's going to be levels of faultiness, so to speak. If they're attractive environment in the sense that their game or I've lost the word now, but
the foam pit.
That foam pit, but there's a term for it in the industry, and I've now lost the term. But not even to do with about the waiver, it's actually to do with the foam pit. But their attraction. Thank you. My God, I wasn't saying their attraction, which is the foam pit, which is the thing that people are paying to utilize, has criteria it has to match. Now, if their insurance inspected it and said yes that they're good, if they're not following policies and procedures, there's things going on there. Absolutely, there are things that should be put on the company. But you do go into places like Joy had mentioned before as an adult with making a choice for a risk, and you've weighed the risk for your life to do this activity. I buy a motorcycle, I take my motorcycle out on the road, I ride my motorcycle. I am taking ownership of the risk that I am taking driving that motorcycle. If I am following the rules, but say there's a pothole in the road, I'm not going to be able to sue the city for that. I know that this risk could possibly be there, and I'm going to have to do something about that. Potholes are part of the thing. Well, in certain attractions in these industries, there are certain wears and tears, which are levels of faultiness. And if we're talking the people claiming that the foam pit wasn't meeting certain standards that's supposed to meet, what is that level? Because no one in what I've seen has named what that level is. Are we talking like, oh, it was an inch below, and people...
we finally got that.
You finally got, okay, because I have not seen that, because that's going to dictate a lot of what I would feel is neglect by the company.
So you heard it here first, guys. Tabatha is a corporate woman who will always take the side of big business. No,
I am not big business.
No, but like I see it also from like nursing standpoint, where you frequently see people upset because their child, whatever relative, was very injured, and you're like, okay, well, this activity was meant for only this certain activity, and you did some other stuff that it hasn't been tested for.
Correct.
So it's not really meant for that. It wasn't meant to do what you did.
Yeah.
So when she says do what you did, I think the only way you can kind of go there is so this foam pit, you're jousting, and you're supposed to hit your opponent, knock them off the platform, and knock them into the foam pit. She won, and as for her celebration, her victory, she jumps high in the air, exposes her butt. Remember, guys, she is a professional. Exposes her bottom. You know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
And lands hard on the ground and breaks her back in two places.
And most people aren't doing that when they fall off that jousting thing.
So here's the way it kind of
Well,
go ahead.
As a TikTok lawyer pointed out, because he pointed out both sides, that they sign a waiver that typically kind of gets them, it's at your own risk.
Those waivers usually say you take the risk of this, that, and the other, but it also is two ways. It's like, but you're also saying that you're going to make sure it's as safe as possible.
Correct. She wasn't the only injury that day. There were several others. He's like, she does have, more than likely, she does have a case.
But what were the other injuries?
The exact same injuries.
Like
the second they fell into the pit, they hurt
some
themselves.
of them just did a normal fall in and
and
leg injuries.
Okay, so then that's a different situation.
So here's what it's turning out. And then when they looked into that, they were like, okay, is she the only one? No, there's other people. Okay, so what happened? When they looked at the pit, so the pit was, the bottom of the pit without the foam was concrete.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the normal.
They didn't have the normal like Chuck E. Cheese full of balls where a toddler can fall in and just drown in balls. It was that's
the worst statement ever.
The kids have been known to panic and just I live in Chuck E. Cheese now. They've never been seen again. Quicksand. They're gone. Your kids are gone.
They just keep sinking.
They keep sinking. The rumors are that kid is still falling to the depths of hell to this day.
Oh my God.
Timmy is gone.
Timmy is gone.
But so this was like a Comic-Con, like TwitchCon event, right? And they only put like a thin layer of foam on it. And by the way, I just realized what our navigator said earlier before we started the show. No, we're not doing a tight 30. Remember, we agreed that the rundown is usually it's going to be an hour, we're
that
still
would be
on pace.
His ADD kicking in.
Yeah, sorry about that. That just
so
hit
you
my
know,
brain.
let's pin that.
I
we went back.
It's 7:30, and I'm sure the navigator is like, wrap it up. Like, oh no, it's an hour show now. Sorry guys, so it was like like a thin skin of foam. Was there.
If other injuries were happening, that does prove a lack of I'm losing my words today, but
quality control?
a lack of quality control. Honestly, yes, but that's more food and beverage side. But a lack of quality control on their product and what restrictions and policies and procedures they're supposed to follow with their maintenance. So. If there's a pattern, then the pattern is leading to something, and that's a different scenario. Yeah. But if we're talking like somebody's trying to stretch an injury, I mean, the amount of lawsuits I've had to go through over things that are like legit not my fault are astronomical. It's mind-boggling. Right,
exactly, guys. Like school buses do not need seatbelts. That bar in front of your tooth.
Yeah.
That's at tooth level. That'll stop you when you.
It's called character building. Okay, character building.
Character building. So, guys, what did you guys think? So, do you think Twitch is a lot? Hey, look, to their credit, I saw the full video. It was like she went live. She started streaming about it when she went into the pit and everything, and she did the whole thing. To their credit, the first joke that I came up with was like, Twitch better not like remove that footage or do anything, because that'll just prove her case even more if they try to cover it up. But it's still there. It's on her page, and she went on Twitter and stuff and was like, I'm in the hospital and stuff like that. Yeah. So for the most part, I think Twitch is like, we're probably going to be liable for this. We're probably going to be the ones.
I mean,
they're not running from it. So
first of all, let's state the obvious. They're not a small business.
Yeah.
It's not like this lawsuit's going to hurt anything.
Yeah, we'll give you another 1 million followers, and
places
we'll
like
call
that
it even.
Tend to. Yeah. It's just a settlement. It's not even like a court.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want? Okay, we got it.
They're not going to be hurting on this one. It's not like it's a small business.
Yeah. So, guys, adult film star Adriana Chechik.
We don't know.
Chest check.
Chest check.
Got her back broken at TwitchCon.
That's going to be Joy and I's next TikTok, by the way. Chest check.
What? Why the hell didn't I have the camera on you when you said that? What the hell? How the hell did I lose track of that? Look at me, just dying on camera. Guys, let us know what you guys think about the chest check.
Well, it's what she's doing in the picture.
It is. It's like chest
Yeah. Oh. Let me go back to full screen. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Remember these. Guys, let us know what you guys think, and we'll talk about it.
Gotta move on.
On the upcoming. So let's move on. What's the next topic? Who has the next topic? Is it my turn?
Yep, it's your turn.
What's the next topic?
Kevin Spacey, man.
Yep. So, guys, from Deadline, Kevin Spacey's lawyer Jennifer Keller sought to drag his accuser Anthony Rapp on the stand in this Star Trek Discovery actor's $40 million sexual misconduct case against the former House of Cards main man. Her cross-examination of Rapp lasted about an hour, bringing it totaling to about 5 hours. But the real fireworks began when it came in at the end when Rapp's attorney Peter Seguier, what did I do there? Oh, Peter Seguier redirected his client when he asked Rapp about Spacey in order to raise public profile. He goes, "I came forward because I knew I was not the only one Kevin Spacey had made advances to," Rapp testified. And that seems to be the thing that made everybody go crazy. So I haven't really been following this whole thing. I was a Kevin Spacey fan. I loved House of Cards. I loved him in his movies. But accountability is big now. And so if you were, and I didn't recognize the actor at first. I think that's the actor from the accuser is the actor from a movie I used to watch a long time ago. I used to love, Adventures in Babysitting. I think he was in that, but he's probably more well known on more recent things. But I know him. I think that's the actor from Adventures in Babysitting. I mean, I really don't have any other comments on this. I know that this is just news that's trending now because Kevin Spacey's still a name that'll still draw attention. I don't know if his trial is being televised. I haven't watched any of it yet. Anybody else? Babe, you have any questions, comments, concerns about what's going on with Kevin Spacey?
I don't have any. I don't have anything to say.
I don't want to give him the time of day. So.
All right. So, guys, let us know what you guys think about the whole Kevin Spacey thing. The whole reaction was. I knew I was not. The reason why I did because I knew I wasn't the only one. We need to call him out because I wasn't the only one that he did this to.
As you should.
Mm-hmm.
As you should. Mm-hmm. You did the crime, you got to do the time. Let us know what you guys think. We moved on pretty quick on that one. Yeah, all right,
let's go.
Right. Save it time. So, Joy, what is the next topic of the week?
Trending now.
What?
The makers of the hit Netflix series The Crown are preparing to shoot the scenes of Princess Diana's death, which is causing some concern among cast and crew. Mm-hmm. Scenes are to be shot over the next 2 weeks, with Elizabeth Debicki playing Diana. A source says there is a strong desire to fix and handle this within the production team, it being sensitively.
No, did I misspell something? I
have no idea, because I didn't write this.
Oh, I see what you did. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, yeah. So, guys, I love that TV series, The Crown. It's weird because I usually don't watch shows like that, but I love that series. It was my House of Dragons before House of Dragons. It's the House of Dragons without dragons. And that's when the actor who played the Prince, he plays Prince Williams now, right? That's that.
I don't know.
That's what I think. Yeah, let's just say yes.
I'm not the one that asked.
When I saw that he was cast in House of Dragons, I was like, oh, I'm watching that because I love him in The Crown. That tension, the fact that when he said, I'm gonna be, as far as rank, king, queen, like the military and stuff. He's like, I'm going to be outranked by my own son. I was like, ooh, this is some drama. I love this fucking show. I don't know
it's
why.
A great freaking show. Well,
it's
it's a reality into the pressures of certain. I mean, I know they're not your stereotypical family, but the pressures of being in the public eye, and then how conservative public eye can really deteriorate your mental health throughout your family dynamic.
That, and as times continue to change,
how people can't.
that their monarchy does not change with those times.
Yes.
So you still have to keep doing stuff that you're like,
makes no sense.
Nobody else is doing this. Why are we still doing this?
Yeah, they're upholding all these traditions that have honestly just showed its toxicity because of how they're not progressing. And so, but I think it is when you look, I really like the way they're doing it and just kind of the idea of family dynamic within even these public figures that are supposed to be perfect, but they're not. So they're so far from perfect, and I like that humanizing aspect of the show, and it's just a really good aspect of it.
And I'm sure with this, I mean, even now that it's been, 30, it's been so long since she passed away, it's still very sensitive for most people.
We just lost the queen, so now they said
I'm sure they just want to let's just do it respectfully and let's get through it.
Yeah.
The queen, according to the article, the queen died right before they were about to film this.
Yeah.
So
and she was, and look, they are beloved by a lot of people for, who they are and what they've had to go through. And there are people that love them as a celebrity for whatever their reasons may be, that's their public figure. And unfortunately, Princess Diana's situation being so tragic, but the Queen's situation just being the natures of life and still being sad in its own right.
I mean, like Princess Diana, even after being divorced, which typically just you're done.
Yeah,
she was so beloved.
She was still,
she was still revered. Like, it was no big deal. They were like very tolerant that, she's divorced, but we love her so much, so it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they're going to handle it respectfully and stuff, and it's going to be, when I get to that part of the series, it's going to be a good punch. I love that series. I didn't think I would be a fan of it, but I love that.
Yeah, it's a great
series.
show. Absolutely.
Yeah. So guys, let us know what you guys think about if you're a fan of The Crown and you're wondering when they're going to get to the Princess Diana death part of it. I'm curious on how far they will go. Will they get up to like modern day, like when they meet the Bushes, the Obamas, Trump, things like that?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to go that far.
I would love it if they do, actually.
Yeah, me too. So let us know what you guys think about that, and we'll talk about that on an upcoming show. So, so let us know your thoughts on all that, guys. So next topic of the week, we're now finally hitting to the reviews.
The reviews that are out of order.
The reviews that are out of order. What do you mean they're out of order?
Because this is the first page.
This is the page that was before the.
Okay, like don't let them look behind the curtain of our notes. Like your pages are stapled out of order. They don't know that.
But we have to get back to picking on you, man.
Okay, so we're on the reviews, guys. Let's give you our reviews of the latest things that are going to go. So here's what we're going to talk about. On the reviews. This is what we're going to run now. We're going to talk.
That's not the reviews, man.
What the hell is that? That's
I don't even know where that came from.
Okay. I forget to. All right. Damn it. Let's just talk about them. Let's just talk. First review that we're going to talk about. Enola Holmes.
Yes.
Part 2. Tabatha, you're excited about this?
I am so very excited. First of all, I mean, Henry's in it.
He's in it.
I mean, you can't go wrong because he's Sherlock, so it's like a double whammy of great. But this is, Sherlock Holmes' sister, and if you hadn't seen the first movie, it is a really well-done movie. It's quirky and fun and cutesy and funny at the same time. But, yeah, super enjoyed this movie. Really, I thought it was really well done. I love the dynamic of like women's movement through the movie. I just thought that was really well done, and how they did that, and how her mom sort of trained her for this role. But I'm very excited to see what.
I thought it was a good trailer. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was a better Netflix trailer than the season the first movie was. Than part 1. I was curious about the first one, but I never watched it. But this trailer made me want to see this movie, but I'm not a monster. So now I will go back and watch the first one so I can catch up to what this character is all about, and then watch Enola Holmes too. But the first trailer for the first Enola Holmes,
it was a really good movie. Like, I wholeheartedly enjoyed it. I thought it was well done and quirky and funny, and I loved the way that they kind of built out the storyline with Sherlock Holmes and the brothers and how they're set up, and kind of the even how they kind of created the villain of the
first one.
Yeah, of the first movie. So I'm really excited how they they bring that sort of turmoil into the second
Let's
one.
see if we
So
can get some advanced screeners on it, babe. I
Yes.
don't know if you watch.
I haven't watched it, but the trailer looks super cute.
Yeah.
I'm.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that first
It
trailer
looks fun.
for the first
I'm
one.
definitely game to watch.
But
Yeah.
but this second one it gained my attention way better than the first one did. So I don't know what was going on with that. But I'm interested in this one. Maybe they looked at it and was like, okay, maybe we could have did this better or that better, and they're putting that into the second one. Maybe that's what's going on. Or maybe the marketing for the first trailer wasn't as good as this. But this trailer did a good job. I liked it. It made me curious to see this movie. Let us know what you guys thought about that trailer. But there was other trailers that came out. Megan trailer dropped. So another killer doll.
I'm like in a
movie.
panic attack just talking about it.
Like, oh, you don't like?
It combines two things that I hate.
Yes,
What?
this is my worst nightmare.
Even more than horror movies, do I hate robots.
just all robots, like
All of them.
like Optimus Prime.
I don't like robot. All the robot movies are always creepy. I don't like them.
So this trailer didn't do it.
Did
for
you watch
Oh,
the
it's
whole
awful.
trailer where she
Yes,
was doing the
it
dance?
was awful.
I was literally going, nope, I can't, nope. I'm gonna have I'm literally going to I was panic attacking in my home over the
struggled
stupid
through,
trailer.
Terminator movies, because they always have some point where the robot's like half
Yes.
falling apart.
Oh.
And
That's
I'm like,
the best
okay,
part.
I don't-
And
I
then,
need to-
okay,
no, I
did you
can't
watch
this.
iRobot? Did iRobot freak you
Will
out?
Smith.
Yeah.
Will
Oh.
Smith.
I didn't like.
How
Yeah, I
human
didn't
it
like
was,
it.
but that was
I
the
don't
next
like it.
stage of human evolution.
Well, I don't like it.
I don't want to be a part of it.
Like Joy is like when the robot apocalypse happened.
I'm
Everybody's
out.
talking about zombie
I'm
apocalypse.
talking about robots. I don't want 'em.
Like everybody's talking about zombies and stuff like Freaky Deek over here. But when the robots attack, that's what you really got to
Yes.
worry about. Zombies are not real, but sex bots coming to kill you. That's what you got to worry about. Just like vibrators blowing up in the wrong time. But that's not what this movie's about, even though Blumhouse could surprise me.
Yeah.
But that's not the only thing that was funny
Well, I
about.
don't know what we saw the other day that was, I think, the Tesla dude, what's his name? Just Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Introducing some
Sex
robot. No, it was not a sex bot.
God,
It was
you're
some
such a
kind
man.
of robot thing. But they were laughing like, what was the point of this? I mean, it's going to really help our world by walking 1.2 miles an hour? Because it was like such a slow pace. Like, where are we going with this?
At least
Nowhere.
we can outrun them though.
It can check the mail for you.
I feel safe, so we're good
But
now.
that's not what Megan was. Megan was booking.
No, she was like very smooth with
she
her
was-
dance moves. I was
yeah, she
not
was-
okay with it.
But yeah, she was all about that life. But
She was like, you need to run. Like, I see, I don't need that.
it even threatened.
You've
But
turned it into a
that
horror.
wasn't the
I don't
only
want
thing
it.
that happened. So real fast, the newest season, the latest season of Chucky just came out, just on the theme of robot dolls or killer dolls came out. And there's a little, I don't know if I have ability to pull it up. Let's see if I can find it. There is a little beef now that's happening right now between Chucky and the Megan doll. Do I have it? I don't. I don't think I got any of the. Am I delaying the?
Well, we're only on the third one, and we're running out of time.
Oh,
you wanted that type hour.
Yeah, I don't have. So long story short, Megan and Chucky are beefing on Twitter, and it's hilarious. I thought I had the pictures of it. I do not. So let us know.
Go check it out. Go find it.
The next thing that happened on the internet is there's a new Bruce Willis and
Yeah.
And I'm for it, you know.
It's like an easy,
what
fun
was it?
action.
Bruce Willis and
John
John
Travolta.
Travolta
Yeah.
action movie, like a mob.
It's just that.
mafia movie.
Yeah, but it like kind of was like nostalgic almost. Like it reminded me of
Yes,
like the
the
old
old
school action
And I'm
movie.
like, you know, while they're not having
They look like brothers.
never done anything for me, I'm digging the old man silver fox bald head business.
Of course.
You know? I love it.
You have a type, is
You
what you're
know?
telling us.
I'm like, hey, you know,
I'm actually, I mean, it's one of those ones like I would watch just because it feels nostalgic.
It looks like a fun.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, it's one of those things about because Bruce Willis is now retired, and they said that his mental health has been deteriorating lately, and this is obviously one of his last movies that he was doing when he was in decline. So, and I noticed it a little bit in the trailer. I noticed that in this trailer, Bruce Willis was barely in it. It was more about the younger guy that was going to go through trying to take down the.
I felt like he was in it quite a bit.
It seemed like he was more center focused on the younger bounty hunter guy that was going to go into. I wouldn't be surprised if in the end of the movie it's more the young dude that takes down John Travolta than Bruce Willis, because it was reported years ago that not years ago, earlier this year or late last year, that Bruce Willis has been in mental decline, and his people around him have been forcing him to go through. Like, that's why he's been doing all these red box kind of movies back to back, because they were just trying to get as much out of him before he was about to retire. He finally announced his retirement. He let it all out that he was on mental decline, but he did a long list of movies, and this is obviously one of them. To a point where he even needed an earpiece in his ear while he filmed because he just could not remember his lines.
I will say, though, that's actually a technique that a lot of actors, actually a lot of older actors, not in the sense of their age, but historically older, have used. There's a lot of.
He's struggling with
struggling.
aphasia.
Yeah,
He's having trouble speaking. Period.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's been on decline lately, and they
Getting
felt
old
like he
sucks.
was being taken advantage of because he was still able to get a certain amount of income for his films. So it's like his managers and stuff were just putting him out there too much, trying to get as much out of him as they can before it came out that he was about to retire. Good, but luckily, he retired. It all came out, but that's a story for another day. But this movie looked interesting. It's not that interesting. I'll be honest. It doesn't look interesting enough for me to go out and go see it when it comes out on whatever streaming service.
Oh, no, I'll watch it at home.
Yeah. It's definitely not one of those.
It's an at-home watch,
But moving on to the next, babe, you, for television, we just saw the season premiere of Grey's Anatomy. What you think about it real quick? What you like about it, what you didn't like about it?
I'm happy so far. I know it's only one episode, but I think what a lot of fans have wanted for a very, very long time was for them to go back to the magic of when it started 19 seasons ago, because it was drama, it was fun. There was a lot of fun in it that hasn't been for quite a few years. Yeah. And
they really Meredith heavy.
It's gotten sad.
And they really wanted it to go back to that. So Meredith, Ellen Pompeo has already, it's been announced she won't be in very many episodes. She's not quitting, but she's saying it's time to move forward. Yeah. I know people love me being on here because they feel like it's...
No, she thinks people love her being on her.
Well,
I do not.
No, there's a lot of fans that are like, well, it's Grey's Anatomy. It's her. So if she's not in it, what's the point? And she's saying it can go forward without me.
Yeah.
I don't
They'll
have
just,
to
you know
be
what?
it.
Just name the hospital after her. And now
It
it
is.
is.
Now, yeah,
oh, okay. See, I stopped watching it a while ago.
Sloan Murder Death Hospital. Whatever
Just put the name on it, and then guess what? It works.
So the first episode was very heavy.
It felt like back in the day.
Yes, it was very throwback to the very first season, without just copying it. But it was and so it was a refreshing fun that you were like, I hope they keep it up, because that's what we've been wanting.
All right.
Speaking about keeping it up,
so
let's go back to the Hot D conversation.
Hot D.
And we don't have time to go through a full review of it.
He's not keeping anything up.
No.
The episode already happened a couple of days ago. We're not going to be able to talk full about it, but there was one thing that I noticed from this episode. Real quick, the things that kind of stood out for this episode. The whole thing about the king wanting to get the family together. The fact that thank you. We got a new donation. Hey, we got. Hey, Michael, thanks for the donation. Appreciate
Michelle.
you. Michelle. I
Michelle.
can't read.
No, he can't. He has a problem.
Thank you for the donation. And Michelle asks, her character will lovely W eyes, glowing red hearts in the air. Is that a poem?
I have no idea. I don't know what you're reading.
Pure character with lovey-dovey eyes, blowing red hearts in the air. I'm assuming that is a poem for me. And I thank you. And even though the times get rough, you never turned away. You were right there.
I'm so uncomfortable
And I
for
thank
him.
you.
I'm
Anyway.
uncomfortable for him.
There as well. So like the whole thing where with the family coming relitigating these things that they've already talked about and discussed, and it seems like Rhaenyra is about to lose it all, and the queen's about to have her revenge, but.
Well, Daddy said, no, I got to come out and talk about my baby girl, make sure everybody knows.
Yes, this is how it's going to be. Okay, so with the, like, where she came in and talked to him, y'all do realize, like, the last scene is actually, he thinks that he's talking to his daughter, not his wife.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, in bed he was losing it, and he was.
Yeah.
I mean, she, of course.
And his wife was.
She doesn't know.
He thought he was talking. Oh no.
He thought he was talking to his daughter. He did not.
I thought he said the name of his ex-wife.
No. He thought he was talking to his daughter and was telling his daughter that she is the one. She's the one he dreamt about. Mm-hmm. But his wife is sitting there going, your son.
What about your own son?
Yeah, but no, she's like, you mean Prince, blah, blah, blah.
She's
you
going
mean
to
Prince.
interpret it to mean.
And she was interpreting it, but he thought he was talking to Rhaenyra, and that he thought it was the continuation of their previous conversation, because that's where his brain was going. And again, that comes back to that communication and the miscommunication of it all. And it's just those tiny little, it creates so much frustration.
And apparently the whole dropping of the crown and picking it up was improvised.
Was it really?
That happened by accident.
Yeah, it fell, and they just went with it.
That's amazing.
The director was like, we can use that.
That is perfect.
But that whole thing where his brother, he had very few lines in this episode, but
he made statements though.
Statements, and like this moment that's showing up on the screen, the whole thing where
the flapping of the tongue.
And so,
I can't.
Exactly.
Reading people's comments too, they were just kind of like, he knew what was going to happen with his brother. He was all like, you want to say something? Come on and say it.
He's like, he literally goes, please say it, please say it.
For me, like I'm going to turn Kardashian. For me, the big thing about that scene, it goes into what's been discussed lately about black characters playing what people want to be white characters. Now, this scene to me was a textbook example why allowing people like different casts or different people of color to play certain characters, why it really made sense for this series and this episode. Now, not only like you can tell like if you're a Targaryen or whatever because of the white hair, but what was really being said without saying it by this character right here, this brother right here.
He's like,
when he looked at Rhaenyra's kids, he was saying it. He was saying it for all black people.
He said it with the blood in my veins. You could open my veins and tell, and he's implying.
No, he should have said what everybody was saying. Look at them damn kids.
Maury,
look at them.
My baby.
This
is not.
Look at you.
You are not the father.
Look at them damn kids. Forget the white hair and this and that and the other. Look at them. They are none of my blood. There is not a drop of what's it? Not Targaryen. It's Valyrian. There ain't no Crenshaw, Southside, whatever you want to call it. No Brooklyn in the house. Nothing. These kids are not hip hop. These are the whitest kids I've ever seen in my life. They strong, but they not. But they wrong.
They strong, but they wrong.
They strong, but they wrong. These kids got no flavor. Them damn kids can't dance. Nobody's fooled here. And the king just comes up, hobbles his ass up that throne, and goes, "Silence! Enough! Those are the blackest kids I've ever seen in my life. Case dismissed."
This is the blackest kids I've ever seen in my life. Are you kidding?
I'm telling you, that's why that character was so willing to die. He was ready to die. He was like, those kids are bastards. Your wife is a whore, and them kids got no rhythm. You play the Dougie, they would not know what to do. That is why all these people that are going on and on. Let's keep the camera on Tabatha for a second while I say it. That's why all those people that are on the internet right now, I'll put it back on me for you. I'll give you a break. That are all like, I hate this, but recast and making it woke and making and why can't people just make original characters for the black like for this show? It really
It does. It works
makes
well.
more sense because you felt it when he was making the argument.
Yeah.
Them kids are bastards and everybody knows it. What the hell is going on? They ain't got no curl in their hair.
I don't care about any of the casting. I'm just the time jumping. I struggle anyways.
That's over.
I struggle with anyways that their names all sound identical.
Yeah, I know.
And
I agree.
I don't know who the heck is who.
Yeah.
And then you jump up and add 10 years and I'm like, who the heck is this?
I know. I agree with you 100% on that. The great thing about Game of Thrones is, yes, the people grew, like the kids grew up, but they had the same face.
Yeah. They're all marrying their sisters. They all look alike. The kids gonna look alike.
We just have to make circles in them. The trees have no branches.
I said it last week. I said I have to put. I said what did I said? I have to like have that family tree chart when I watch this show.
Well, there are no branches on the tree.
The straightest.
What is it?
The straightest, whitest tree I've ever seen in my life, and none of them kids black. None of them. How you got a black daddy, a white mama, and those kids came out looking clear?
They did look clear.
Well, and then Damon's kids don't.
They don't. They look mixed.
Exactly. And they made Damon. See, so this whole thing, now just to play the joke, this whole thing about like why it's not good to have black people taking over coronavirus, for this show, it was an added thing that helped visually.
Like right here, his kids look like they're supposed
First
to
of
look.
all, it's not a problem for any show, and people need to get their panties out of a freaking wad over fictional freaking characters.
Yeah.
And two, it does work really well with
just for that character's
argument. Yes.
For him,
absolutely.
Because he knew he was about to die. He went too far. He knew it was over. But he wanted to go down swinging, saying those kids can't dance for shit. Slice.
God, that flapping tongue too. I was like, oh.
That was good.
And they did some excellent shooting there.
That was good. Yeah, hardly any fighting and anything, but it was a great episode. Moving on to the next, and let's go to the main topic of our show. So let's talk a little bit about.
Yes.
This is something that you've been waiting to talk about.
Yes, I love this.
Okay, so the latest
great episode.
The finale. What did you think about it?
First of all, to start, I loved how they did like an homage to like the old school.
I know, the very beginning, I'm like, it's their original
it like
TV
hit,
show.
It hit different. And I was like, oh, hell, this is great. And
first thing I said was, we doing this.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved it. And it was gitchy and just this cool little like vibe. And I totally dug it. Yeah. And I really enjoyed kind of it was like they're calling it out. They were calling out their own bullshit.
It got really meta,
yeah. They called out their own bullshit, and I loved it. First of all, I love that about any show that will just be like, here's our bullshit. Let me toss it in your face. It's great. And the way she broke the fourth wall,
perfect.
It was chef's kiss. It was great.
The way the show started off, it started off on track where it was from the last episode and leading into this whole mystery of who is King Hulk and all that stuff and all that. So it started off that direction, and then as the plot started, I felt like this episode was calling out exactly what the people who are complaining about the show were kind of saying about it. It went there in a very weird and interesting way, to the point where like when I was watching it, I was like, so did you purposely make a couple of those? Because remember when I was first watching the show, like, this is the funniest show. Now this is the funniest episode. Now this is the funniest episode. And then it started to kind of dive off. I'm like, did you do that on purpose just to call it all out at the end? Because that's not good. That's not good. You shouldn't have made. I'm not saying that they purposely made bad episodes, but I'm sure the detractors are going to say that they purposely made bad episodes so they could call it out at the end, because she perfectly called it out.
Why would that be bad? If anything, that would be
because you might lose viewers.
But they didn't. If anything, it's freaking brilliant. They set the story up. You fell for it. We were the dum-dums that fell for it. And then they went, ha, ha, ha. We've had this going the whole time, you idiots. You fell for it.
The second Hulk showed up at the end, in the middle of that fight, and she was calling it all out.
Yes.
What is going on? None of this makes sense. She was starting to say the things that we were saying. What did you think about the show overall? And
well, I loved the ending, like where we were, once she started calling stuff out, and then
totally broke the fourth wall.
Oh, I loved it.
That stuff was hilarious.
Yeah. It was so good.
You're watching it going, what the heck is going on here?
Because she did that same thing in the comic book, and it brought it all back into perspective. She was calling out all the beta males that were all like, oh, this is too woke, and this, that, and the other. And it reminded you, guys, this is just a fucking comedy. That's all this. It's just a comedy. Now, I have a theory that a lot of the things that happen it is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I have a feeling like the way they broke the fourth wall in this episode is twofold. For this one episode, this series is going to pick and choose what is real canon and what isn't going to be canon. Like the whole thing with the whole thing where we saw Abomination fighting Wong and all that stuff, and they explained, well, he broke me out, and then it went this whole weird direction with Abomination, with them fighting Hulk again at the end, to the end credit where Wong broke him out of prison. Well, that was what people were thinking from before the series. Like, obviously, Wong broke him out of prison, and they're friends. So it's almost like this whole season, I don't know how to explain this. You can pick and choose what. I think Marvel is going to pick and choose from this season what is canon and what is like. It
felt like a closed loop to me.
It's just a fun off ramp.
It felt like a close, because the show basically started with Wong coming in and having him escape. And so it felt like a closed loop of that in a way. Like they literally ended where they started.
Well, and sometimes people really struggle with having something that's just fun.
Yes.
They need everything to have a specific purpose and line. And let me go back to the 1967 book and comic and number, episode, title, whatever, and it doesn't follow the line. Like, guys, it can just be funny and mean nothing.
It made fun of itself, and
okay.
they even called out the writers. It's like y'all are doing the typical Marvel thing, where it has to be this forced fight mega thing at the end. It doesn't have to be that.
She's like, no,
and she course corrected. And made it what.
She was like, guys, it's just a legal show.
It's a legal show. Like we don't need the asshole villain to get Hulk powers. Just let him be accountable for being a dick and being an asshole, and just put him in jail for the things that he did. And that's it. They retconned in the middle of the episode. They retconned and took things that happened that were a mistake and course corrected it in real time. Never happened before. That's why you don't really need to take this whole thing seriously.
What I think is kind of fascinating, that I'm sure somebody way smarter than me will make a better sort of connection for this, is the concept of it at the end when she's like sort of walking up the steps and he's like, so are you a superhero or a lawyer? And she's like, both.
Oh, at the end.
At the end. And to me that was like, okay, she's doing things in this way where it's the everyday person that can be the hero, the everyday job that most people can get. And she's both.
And then we have to throw in, what are you wearing today?
I know, and that was the best. I was like, oh, of course.
All right.
And she walks up.
All right,
it was the best. That was really well. That split second of comedy, but it was really well done, I thought, in that sort of like concept of giving hope to the everyday hero in that aspect.
When they got to the part where they were like, well, I'm just going to talk to Kevin Feige about it. We got a new subscriber, Gregory. Thanks for joining, guys. When he said, I'm just going to talk to Kevin,
Let's talk.
Nobody talks to. I was like, it turned into the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Nobody talks to the Kevin. Nobody talks to the Kevin.
Yes,
and I noticed
it did.
in the middle of the episode. I'm like, why is Kevin's name abbreviated? I noticed that I was watching with the captions on. I was like, why is his name? I was like, damn it, Kevin's not in this, is he?
The only thing I was like, if Kevin Smith comes on screen.
Some people thought that. Some people thought, what if a different Kevin was playing Kevin
That's
Feige?
literally, I was like, if Kevin Smith comes on screen, I am going to flip my shit.
That would have been hilarious.
He's like, well,
It's fucking a hockey jersey.
Yeah, look, okay, like, all right, SheHulk, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, like, boom, like, Hulk comes in, boom, all right, so, all right, baby girl, like, that would have been hilarious. Like, him having the Kevin Feige hat on, that would have been funny as hell. But that conversation with the robot Kevin that was in control of the whole universe.
what would you like to see?
That was funny as
I'd
hell.
like to bring Daredevil back.
I
I'd
even
like
liked-
to smash that again.
Yeah. Oh, and he's like, all right, I got you.
No, yeah.
I felt like finger guns were happening.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But no, the best part.
Oh, the X-Men.
The X-Men reference I thought was the best moment.
We're not
Yes.
gonna
It was
talk about
like
that right now.
because in that moment she was in our mind once again, just like episode 1. She was in our minds in real
Yes.
time, like what's the word I'm trying to look for? Fighting for the fans. Like we're all when did the X-Men come? And she tried.
She did.
She tried.
She's like,
I got your
hey,
back, guys. I'll bring it
hey.
up. But Kevin's not gonna let you know. And then what was that other funny thing that he
goes,
said?
We'll see you on the big screen. And she's like, really?
She got excited.
I know,
Like-
that was
like,
so mean.
no.
I even went, and then I went like this.
It got me. It got
did
me.
me
I was like, ooh, that's a huge announcement. And I was, but then it got me for a split second. But I was like, I bet he's gonna say no. It got me for a split second. But I was like, no, they're not gonna put her on the big screen.
I loved how they like almost made him like his little hands, like they humanized him.
As
I was like,
weird.
I was thinking of Wall-E the entire time. I was like, this is very Wall-E-like.
Oh yeah, it did remind me of Wall-E a lot.
Like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
you know, the little creatures that they had cleaning up all the stuff. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah. But that was hilarious. But then in the end, when the whole thing with
I know his son.
and with his son and stuff, I was explaining to Joy like that's a whole thing with Planet Hulk and it's a whole. I didn't read the Planet Hulk comic book. I've heard a lot about it. And he has a son from that. Like you kind of. This is what I was talking about earlier when I meant like they're gonna pick and choose what is just was a joke in the. I don't really expect to ever see his son in the future until they really want to bring it up in the future. I don't think they're going to bring his son into play for real. I think I think that's going to only stay contained into the episode.
And of course, Matt Murdock being there for.
Yeah.
He's only
Oh, yeah,
here
you got
for
a little bit
week,
more
guys.
smack.
Yeah, I know that was
Yeah.
the great part. I love that. It was hilarious.
What did you say? I smashed the fourth wall. We smashed the plot, and I smashed Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
And then in the end, we got full circle. We got Wong to come
Full
back.
circle.
Again. So that was good. I thought it was. I think that this episode moved to my second favorite episode besides the first episode, and I enjoyed it. Guys, let us know what you guys think about the series. That was our that we watched the whole thing. That was it. So will there be a season 2? Will there not be? I don't know.
Cross your fingers.
I hope so. Let's now I hope to see SheHulk in the Deadpool movie where they both go to Marvel Studios and high five each other for fucking with Kevin Feige.
Yes.
Like, are you about to go see Kevin Feige? I just got through messing with him. But I'm sure you're gonna be a little robot in the Deadpool movie. Let us know what you guys think about that, and let's move on to the real fast. There's other shows that we also watch. Me and Joe are watching a TV series called Ghost. It's on season 2. Is it NBC that it's on?
CBS.
It's a series about a couple who have
And it's based off of of course,
a
British.
British TV show with the same
It's
title.
like the Office thing. It started.
Yeah.
It's a couple that can see the wife can see the ghosts that are living in the house. They have a bed and breakfast, and the husband can't see them, but he knows that they're real. And it's just people who have died in that area throughout the years. There's a Native American. There's a Wall Street asshole. There's a Viking. It's a great cast of people. But in season 2 just started. It's a show that me and Joy love. The British we
like both versions.
We like both
very
versions.
well.
I feel like the British version needs to cross over with the U.S. version.
It's pretty
they
funny.
need to Skype each other and talk about the fact that they were all seeing ghosts. I think it's great. But and also I want to give a shout out to another TV series that I'm watching called Let the Right One In. This is based on it's a TV series based on that same the book and the movies of the same title. There was an American version of it that starred Chloe. What's her last name? Chloe, Hit Girl from the Kick-Ass movies. She was a story about a vampire, a little girl vampire who befriends a little boy. She's also being taken care of by an older man who gives her blood, so she doesn't have to go out and hunt people and kill people all the time. And she befriends a boy who is also like an outcast and stuff like that. So he doesn't realize, and he realizes he's made friends with a vampire. The movie was the original version of the movie was great. The American remake of it was great. And when I heard that they were doing a series on Showtime, I was intrigued because, and I got exactly what I thought they were going to do. They fleshed out the relationship between the vampire and her caretaker. And in this series, the caretaker is her father. The father has a daughter who gets attacked by a vampire, becomes a vampire. He's keeping her secret, and keeping her safe, and keeping her protected. And she befriends a boy in the apartment building that they live in. And it's I can't talk enough about that series. Only saw one episode. I think it comes out on Fridays. There's a twist at the end of episode 1 that will freak you out. I'm not going to say anything because I want you guys to see it, but Let the Right One In, episode 1. It's out on Showtime right now. If you have Showtime, go check that out. Wrapping it up, moving on to, because we're pushing on an hour and 30. Mm-hmm. Lezbusiness. Let's get into it. Lezbusiness. There was something that me and Tabatha were talking about earlier today. Something that came up in her life I thought would be perfect for the Lezbusiness segment. So Tabatha, want to remind me of what that little quick story was about?
Some of you saw my TikTok about it. Basically, I had someone that I know DM me. I posted a TikTok that I did on my Instagram and Facebook, and they DM'd me and slid into my DMs and was like, you're going to have to stop. That's not fair. And I responded, tried to play coy. I knew what they were saying, which I didn't like, but tried to play coy and just still let them know. And I was like, can't stop, won't stop. Life isn't fair. Believe me, I know as a gay female.
Right.
And so then they pushed back with, you're going to have to let me flip you. And so it became very frustrating for me. And I was like, all right, I'm going to use, and I was like, my first words is, I'm going to use this as a teaching moment for you. No lesbian wants to hear that. Right. That we don't need it, we don't want it, it's not going to do anything for us. And basically explained that, I don't find it, fun to have to defend my sexuality. And this is, I even made it clear to you that I am a gay female in the previous comment, yet, you continued. And they got a little defensive, was like, I was just trying to make you smile. I do not understand why men think that I smile because they want me. Mm-hmm. That part doesn't make any damn sense to me. The fact that you want me does not make me smile. I do not want you. That is not a desire of mine. And it's just frustrating that it's something that I still have to do on the regular. Yeah. I'm not going to flip. I'm gay.
I think it's an ego trip for them.
It is. It's like I don't.
Really
what a man I am. That she was so turned off
like
by
Sam
men.
I am kind of reference.
Right?
She was so turned off from men, and I brought her back. So look what I did. Nobody cares. Dude.
It's not going to happen. I have zero interest sexually in you. I could be your friend. We're bros. That's a thing. And then to take it to this level when I never insinuated that is the play. And even when he brought it to me, I even tried to go, hey, man, gay. I'm gay. Rainbows.
It's not a matter of show me what you got and maybe I'll reconsider.
No, it's like
I didn't know it was that long.
I don't want to know about it.
Mine's bigger.
It is. I saw another video that I thought about you.
Mine's bigger. What do you got?
Don't tell her about our porn collection. You know know the answer to this. We saw this on the movie Chasing Amy. What's his name? The black guy say. Forgot the line. Lesbian chic. Guys love to feel like they're Marco fucking Polo when it comes to. They want to be the first. They want to. It's a turn on to guys when they feel like. You want to answer? I don't know if you want to answer the question right now. Would that man have been the first man you've ever been with?
No.
There you go. And odds are, guys, even every lesbian that you meet, that might be the case. There are probably plenty of women who have never been with the
They're called
guy.
Gold Star lesbians.
Gold Star lesbians.
So when you see that, then you know you have a chance as a man because they've never been with one.
Well, and if someone says, I'm bi, okay,
then
that's
you
different.
go.
Yeah.
And see, and I'm also against this in the lesbian culture where these les are like all about turning straight women. I don't chase straight women. You straight, I'm out. That's not my thing. Yeah. You're straight. That's great. That's your life. I'm not going to try to convince you of what I've got. You want it? That's great. Maybe I'm interested, but you don't want it? We're good. I don't understand this concept of trying to flip people or trying to be like, that is not appealing to me. I don't know. It seems like a narcissistic thing for me, and I don't get it.
Well, maybe it's here in what we're about to put up on the web now. I've been utilizing this screen where all three of us are on here with the web page. But on Cure, that's where the question, I saw it on their website. Why do straight men try to turn lesbians straight and talk to them and like flirt and crap when they are clearly gay? So there's a few people that have shared their story. We'll run down a few of them. I can't read what Miss Davis, I can't read what that first name is. There are several reasons that I have found that men in my life who have tried this as well as the experiences my patients who were lesbians have told me. One is that, yes, men often do think that we are lesbians only because we haven't met the right man yet. Inevitably, they think that they are the right one to. This reason can make for some of the most obnoxious exchanges because you often get the response, how do you know if you haven't tried it? I have personally never had cancer either, but I still
I don't want it.
I'll take a pass. Second are the guys who fetishize lesbians. They become preoccupied. So
I will tell you right now, that is like a constant thing. It is a constant. I'm like, your penis is not God. I don't want it. However, there is a song that says, your pussy is God. So there's more about it being God than there is about the penis being God. The whole point of this whole concept of, well, you just haven't had the right one. Well, would they like a penis up the ass and then tell me if that just, maybe it's just not the right one for you. If you didn't like it, you got to keep trying, man. You didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, sir. Go the gay way. See if you like it. You won't. Maybe you didn't have the right one.
It just wasn't the right one.
Was Eric Denning said the straight men who do that don't understand sexuality. They think being gay is a casual choice, like the color of your shoes, and they want you to try on their shoes. Like, yeah, why don't you kick off those shoes and try these on? Let's walk around.
Look, I can get behind that sexuality is fluid. Mm-hmm. It can alter and change and progress or go. I mean, sexuality can be fluid, but there comes a point in your life where you're done experimenting with it and you know what you are. Right. You're in yourself and you know. Right. You don't question it. There's not a what if. It's just this feeling of knowing. Right. And even when I was with a man, because I was with a man for a very long time, I had 3 children with him. Mm-hmm. I still question. I mean, I knew I was gay since I was in the 7th grade.
I think people would take it better as well, being either lesbian, gay, whatever, if they were approached differently. If someone genuinely said to you, I'm around you all the time, and I just really like you.
Yes.
By chance that you would be interested?
That's so
that
different.
would come across a lot better than let me see if I can switch you around.
I know,
Like,
because
that's
all
not
you
the
are,
same.
what you're doing in one moment is you are now appealing to me as a person.
You're saying that I really like you,
as
and I'm just
who
curious.
you are.
Would you give me a chance?
The other is just being a sexual
Yes.
being, where it's a vapid sexual
Yeah.
being. And that is not I am not a vapid sexual being. I am a sexual being, but I'm also a person. And one is appealing to my person, and one is appealing to my sexuality. And if you're coming at me as if I'm just this vapid piece of meat that you're like, oh, let's turn you over. You've seasoned on that side.
All these straight women liked it.
Yeah.
You should try sample and take a taste sample.
It's different. Like, I can understand, and that's the whole concept of what pansexual is. The whole idea of pansexual is you falling in love with the person, not their sexuality.
Which is who I feel that, what's her name on Chasing Amy was. Actually.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fantasy they think they're going to get. They think they're going to give that Ben Affleck speech.
Yes.
And then she's going to run into his...
But nobody is giving the Ben Affleck speech.
Yeah.
Everyone is getting...
Well, how did that happen? He just stopped the car and he just blurted. He just said, "I'm in love with you. I love you." And
That
he gave
is
this whole
still different.
and like, hey, I mean, and I'm sure 9 times out of 10, I'm sure like even if your male best friend was like gave you that Ben Affleck speech, I'm pretty sure you're probably maybe you wouldn't. We talked about the throat punch. Like, you probably wouldn't punch him in the throat. But you probably
you can't help who, yeah. You look. I will say I've had people who I love who have tried to approach me in a manner that was not the same feelings as me, and I've had to have those hard conversations. And for me, I am still around those people in a respectful, loving manner because we've had those adult conversations about what boundaries are, because I am not responsible for how someone feels for me. I am responsible for myself and what I am portraying to others. And if I'm treating you kindly, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm in love with you. That just means that I love you as a person and I'm treating you kindly. And so sometimes you have to put in these boundaries of, look, I love you as a person. That's why I'm giving you this respect, this love, and this kindness. It's not because I want a romantic part of that relationship. And that's okay. You can get past that. Not everybody is for everybody, and you just have to be mature about it.
There you go. And that's the Lezbusiness, guys. So basically, stop trying to like, because what happens is like a trigger kind of. You are, okay, well maybe then guys have to go on the prowl. I don't know when something happens. We've done it. I've never asked a lesbian to sample. Because I'm afraid that they would fall in love with me. I know it's too potent, so I don't even go there. Guys, let's move on. If you have any comments about that subject, let us know what you guys think about that. Why do straight? I mean, if you're a straight guy that's done this, tell us honestly, how many times has it worked?
Tell us.
Tell us. Yeah, my wife used to be like, no, she probably still is.
I will say the average of straight women going gay is way higher than the opposite.
And that's just math.
That's
you
just
math. Shattered so many men's hopes right there. There's some math for you. All of your wives are gay.
Just
Deal with it.
Just a little bit.
All right. Let us know what you guys think about that. Let's move on to the last thing before we get out of here, guys. This new thing that we're going to do on the show called Tick Down. We're going to talk about
that.
So what I'm doing on this, and I want you guys to help participate in this. I want to get a TikToker who has like episodic videos that a theme that they do on their TikTok page. A popular TikToker, even if they're not popular, if you're a person on TikTok that does episodic theme subject matters. For example, what I'm talking about, my choice this week for the first episode is the Davakit. The Davakit is a TikToker who has a lot of series on her page, but we're going to focus on the spouse shaming episodes that she does. Episode 1, we're only going to do one.
Yep, let's do it.
And we're going to listen to it, and we're going to give our reactions to it. So if you guys have another TikToker that you want to suggest for this segment that we can react to, maybe we'll start from the beginning of the series, or maybe based on what they're doing, we'll have to start whatever they're currently on. But I think starting from the beginning of this one is a good one. So let's start with the Davocate and see what episode 1 of Spouse Shaming is all about. Let me see if it's at the beginning. Here we go.
I've said before that once you start publicly humiliating your partner online, you can't just unring that bell. Sometimes your actions have consequences, and as a real-life example, let's look at this Gabby Gab's laundry drama situation. Gabby's a creator who went viral recently after posting a series of videos documenting how she got sick of doing her husband's laundry, so she just stopped doing it. The husband, not used to this change, keeps forgetting to move his laundry out of the washer and into the dryer, and she's documenting all of this, including all of their back and forths over the course of days. And we quickly realize this is not some lighthearted joke because she literally says she's going to divorce him in June. The reactions are pretty mixed. Some people find it really relatable, and other people find it really unhealthy to be filming the decline of their marriage, and I'm in that camp. Then suddenly the videos disappear, and people are like, what happened? Did she just start doing his laundry again? Then, last night, we get an update.
They went snooping and found him and messaged him and showed him the videos, which he had no idea about.
You guys found him and sent him the videos, and of course he didn't know.
So I had already been planning on telling my husband about the videos anyways. I just wanted to wait a little while longer.
Wait until when? Until you had enough people who agreed with you so you could show him and be like, look how many people agree with me? Now get this.
So since my husband likes to stay very, very private, I thought it was just, how do I say? I guess kind of like an invasion of privacy, you know, with him being military.
Way to take zero accountability. She's literally trying to blame anyone else for the invasion of his privacy except for herself. Like, lady, you realize that the internet would have no videos to send to your husband if you did not make them. And he's a military, one of the most demanding and stressful jobs of all time. Okay, now we have to know what she does for a living. Oh my god, it's literally the worst case scenario. She does MLM. Pro tip, if anyone ever tries to make you a preferred client, that's their way of trying to add you to the pyramid. It's the same way marketers will be like, do you want to be our company's ambassador? And you're like, ooh, what's an ambassador? And they're like, we'll give you 10% off if you post a picture wearing our product. It's like, that's not an ambassador, that's a coupon. But anyway, I infrequently have no words. But the final part is so cringe.
But for the offended little boys out there, you thought you were going to take me down? You didn't. Your girl's still here.
But they did take you down. You took your videos down. Like, it's not like anybody wanted to take you out forever. We just wanted you to recognize that these videos in particular were going to be harmful to your marriage, which I think you agree. Just let this be a lesson about airing your literal dirty laundry online, because like I said, once you publicly humiliate your partner, you can't just unring that bell, and sometimes you end up publicly humiliating yourself.
So one of the rules that I've had, like, even for a long time, like, our arguments, that's fine. We might, maybe we argue, maybe we don't. But the second I used to say it like this: if you try to front me in front of people in public, that's when I totally become a different. I don't get violent or anything like that, but you will see a different side of me. That's one thing I never ever do, is try to embarrass my spouse in front of strangers and stuff like that. So that's the.
I'm a keep your dirty laundry in your own dirty hamper kind of girl. That I've always been that way, and I do think it's a little hypocritical, the person who's posting the explanation, because she extremes in her video in my mind as well. I'm a very moderate person. I don't like extremities on any side. And she's like the most stressful, the most important job in the world, military. Like she's taking little bits of facts and exaggerating them to benefit her argument. Don't get me wrong. He may have a stressful job, but there are also other stressful jobs out there, and that doesn't make it okay for someone to not participate in the home life. Yeah. I have a stressful freaking job, and I'm the only person. And guess what? I still have to do my entire home life. Yeah. So I don't like the extremities of her argument. I do not agree with what the wife is doing. Of course, I think that's a pretty shitty thing. It seems very spiteful and unloving and kind of nasty. Yeah. And so obviously it's just not kind to do to the person that you're supposedly supposed to love. Yeah. But that doesn't make any sense to me.
If it's that big of a deal to you,
talk about it.
How are you going to fix it if you don't
seriously talk to him and say, this is really bothering me to the point that I want to leave.
Yes.
So that he can understand the seriousness of it. I'm not just nagging here and there. I'm telling you, I I won't do this anymore.
Yeah. The communication,
Yes.
which is, of course, the main issue in any conflict within a relationship. And so the fact it's showing, obviously, seems to be a major lack in communication with, because they're going to spiteful. She just stops doing his laundry, so he's trying to do it. Well, obviously, it's not working. He keeps, I guess, leaving it in the washer, not getting it to the dryer.
Right.
Okay, well, he does have to learn some lessons of being an adult. I get it. And I also don't like how she's demeaning something. I may not think that's a job. I may not think that it takes work, but that doesn't mean I get an opinion about it because I'm not doing it.
Right.
And so that's her job. Don't demean her about it.
I can't imagine that that's the only thing that you're upset about. That
This is fueled by
simply the
many things.
laundry.
Yes.
So I'm imagining a list of things so that you could at least compromise and talk to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I don't have the
100%.
time for the laundry. Can you please do that for
Yes.
me? But if there's other things, okay, fine. I will really work on these other things that you've asked.
Yes.
I
And
just can't get to that.
If they've agreed that he's doing this and she's doing
Those
that
are
and
called
whatnot,
roles.
and
Yes.
somebody doesn't like it anymore, if it's not working anymore, then going behind your spouse's back, male or female, doesn't matter. Going behind their back it's like if you hate the fact that I sniffle and rub my nose every hour on the hour and it bugs you all the time, and instead of telling me to my face that annoys you, you just go off and complain about it elsewhere and allow me to keep. And I'm constantly pissing you off, and I don't even know I'm doing it. And you're just. It feels like you're building a stockpile of anger to throw at me at a most inappropriate time, like I don't know, in public, or in the middle of an argument, and all of a sudden it's like. And all of a sudden, then you know how those arguments usually go. You wipe your nose too much, and your dick is too small. You know how these fights go. They get blown out of proportion. Like, where the hell did that come from?
Yes.
But it's like those things irk me. It's like, dude, if you're upset with your wife because she does this and stuff like that, don't go behind their back and try to handle it that way, and vice versa. Don't go behind his back.
Yeah.
And try to handle it.
It's like they've forgotten that they love each other, and they've forgotten that this is supposed to be the person that you protect, and they're worried about hurting them because they feel hurt. People hurt people, and this is literally an example of hurt people hurt people.
Really that upset only about laundry?
I mean, look
She's not. We know she's not. She is not.
Look what happened in the story. She stopped doing it, and he didn't. It's not like he was like, "Why haven't you done it?" He tried to start doing it. He started doing it.
He tried.
So
he was failing at it. Don't get me wrong, but he
wasn't
tried.
normally the one doing it.
But he was trying, and.
But I mean, imagine if he'd have did that. I don't feel like going into the military work. Go, like, why don't you go? Like, that couldn't happen.
It could. It absolutely
Like,
could.
and vice versa. Like, if she had if Joy was like, I don't feel like doing my job at the hospital. Chris, you're gonna go. Like, no, baby, I can't. I would freak out. I don't have that skill. Like,
No, but
baby,
you
what's
could-
wrong?
But okay, for example, there are boundaries and compromises within every relationship.
Right.
When there's always somebody who's driving and there's somebody who's riding, and two people can't drive at the same time. But it does switch. Right. It does not mean that the person who was driving in the beginning is going to be driving at the entirety of the relationship. You do switch off.
Yeah. Or sometimes Jesus takes the wheel.
And sometimes, well, anytime he takes the wheel, shit gets fucked up. Yeah.
I thought Jesus had it.
To get real fucked up. But the whole point being is you cannot understand who is needing to take the direction of the vehicle until you communicate. And it is okay for it to flip back and forth, but you have to freaking communicate. I don't understand this whole concept of just being spiteful and angry and resentful and create conflict when all you got to do is freaking talk to each other. Stop trying to create a reality TV show and just freaking communicate.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard?
What does that saying go? You're a solution in search of a problem, like something like that. You're
Yes, yes.
You're just looking. You're
looking for it, man.
Like she wanted to she wanted to solve the problem, but before I go, going to the direct path of solving this problem, that's too easy for me. Let me detour to making fun of and picking. And it blew up right in your face. And the fact that she had to make those other uploads, you thought you were going to take me down. And just like the advocate pointed out, They did. They succeeded.
And
you
look,
took the videos down. You need to take accountability.
He could have been a shit help at the house. He could have been the laziest bum in the world. We don't know that side of the story. We don't know her strife. We don't know her struggle. We don't know what her part of the hardship is, because all she's shown is her sort of spiteful nastiness with the videos of him not getting the laundry done.
It doesn't make her look good.
It doesn't make her look good, but we don't know what her actual struggle is. I'm sure she has a struggle, because nothing in a relationship typically, that's not to say an abusive or those situations where it's really bad, but in a normal dysfunctional relationship, it is usually a mutual neglect. It is usually a mutual situation of, well, I'm not getting this, so I'm not doing that. Well, I'm not getting this, so I'm not doing that. And nobody is talking about it.
Usually
and even sometimes it's not necessarily, like with certain jobs like military or things where people work out of town.
A nurse.
It's not necessarily like it's even an intentional mute. It's like some of them are acting out. Like maybe it's just, I'm lonely.
And they don't know what to do.
I don't ever see him. He's never here because he's always with the job. But get to the root of the problem and say, this is what my real issue is.
Fear is what stops that. Mm-hmm. The fear of being rejected in what their needs or wants are is what stops that. And you have to be okay, honestly, with not getting your expectation out of the situation. They might not see it that way. They may not agree. They may have a different perspective. And that's part of it, but that's part of the communication aspect. You have to be okay with all outcomes. And most people can't handle that conflict, and that's really what stops them.
Or I'll look at it another way. Or honestly, unless he's an abusive or a person or something like that. Let's for the sake of argument, let's say he's not. But how difficult was the struggle was when like I said, if you were so willing to have your fun and take that detour instead of solving it directly, you decided to make the situation worse. I'm gonna now on top of when he comes on, when he comes on board, or let's, for example, like what if on the shoe is on the other foot, like when like babe, you had that experience before too, not to put our like business out, but like in the past where when the spouse didn't want to do the responsible thing or do his job, like he said, like your ex had a nice job here and there, and then all of a sudden I don't want to do it anymore, something like that. You told me a story about that too, and I had a similar story as well. My ex had a super duper job and whatnot that matched her degree, and was just out of nowhere. I just don't want to do it anymore. I can understand that, but a conversation needs to happen first. There was no communication.
Well, because it affects more than the individual when you're in a marriage, and that's the part that most people don't realize is your choices are affecting another person and their life. And if you don't give them the respect of just talking through it, not even changing your mind, but talking through it, then you don't value that other person as
their opinion,
and their opinion within this what's supposed to be a mutual relationship. That's the really screwed up part about that when that happens, and it's just an unfortunate situation, I think.
Well, guys, if you have any other topics like this if you have any other influencers that have a episodic series, I'll continue on. Maybe not the very next time. Maybe we'll pick another TikToker, but we'll come back to. Oh, what?
And I'm not going to be here next week or the following.
Oh yeah. We was going to get onto that. So, but if you guys have any other TikTokers that have episodic series like this, like the way the Davocate has women shaming, she also has another one too. But maybe we'll do that some other time.
We'll get a cardboard cutout of Tab and put it.
Just put it right here.
Yeah.
Be like, hey.
Oh yeah, that's what I'll do. But we'll talk about that. So suggest to send it to us. Send it to us at email mail@t3medias.com or at T3medias on all social medias. If you have somebody you want to suggest, put it in the chat right here. If you want to if you have a name of somebody you follow that this person does a series of things that think you guys would like to react to, and we'll do that. But Tabatha, I was about to get you on that. So next week, Tabatha will not be here. I mean,
it's a choice.
She said, Chris, that smell that's coming from your side of the screen it's really
too much to handle. I can't take it.
It has to be a bi-weekly thing now.
Yes, I can't take it. I gotta have enough of a break. No. Next week is my late wife and I's wedding anniversary. So it's 10/20. And so I'm going to take the day for that and sort of...
Mental health.
We're going to call it a mental health day is what it is, just because it's the first wedding anniversary since she's passed. And, so I'm going to spend the day with the kids and some friends that are very close to my late wife and I, and kind of do a little bit of a remembrance and kind of get through it, because it's not going to be easy, but, it's just part of that get through the first of grief sort of scenarios. And if you follow me on TikTok, you've seen some of my grief moments. They come and go. They hit their waves. But I do try to be as open and honest about it as possible, because it's a reality. It is what it is. It's my life. It can't change.
That's good. Take the time off.
It is what it is.
And while you're gone, maybe either we'll leave the seat empty, or maybe we'll call somebody else.
Yes.
And we'll do that. But
have someone else get their fun in. Yeah.
And if people want to reach you online, where can they find you?
You can find me at Let's Have Fun 012 on TikTok, and then my Instagram, which is tabatha.jordan.18. And just follow me, take a like, all that good stuff. So get a little snippet of my chaos as it is.
And the woman that's always fighting the urge to spouse shame me on TikTok.
Yes.
Joy, if people want to find you online, where can
I'll
they
support
find
her, though.
My TikTok is just Joy. Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy. And I also have an Etsy store where I sell my scrub hats, which is Scrub Caps and More by Joy. It's got to be confusing.
I know, right?
Couldn't get the same name.
Way to stay consistent there, babe.
I like it.
Yeah. But guys, thank you guys for joining us here on the rundown. Sorry we went long. And I've learned a new lesson. There was too many topics that I tried to squeeze in that I thought I could only talk about for like a minute a piece, and I was
Not
like,
gonna
I don't
happen.
talk about shit for a minute a piece.
It doesn't happen.
I mean, Joe will tell you.
What y'all don't know is I was over here fingering the
Be careful how you end that sentence.
I was trying to set you up.
Be careful. See, she's actually just like the dude that we were talking about something earlier. Just like the guy that I met when I worked overseas. When I was I went outside at night to try to warm up, and another guy came out. He was smoking a cigarette, and we were just talking. Next thing you know, he's rubbing my shoulders, and I'm like, dude, I'm uncomfortable.
This story went somewhere I did not know it was going.
No, just like what we were talking about earlier, how people try to I was like, that's cool if that's you, but it's just.
I'm going to need
me.
more. We're going to end this show, and I'm going to get more of that story.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all
Just
later.
My point is, keep your fingers to yourself at all times.
Never.
And until next time, guys, have a good one.
Bye.